which foreign automaker has sped past its U.S. rival?
Would you like to find out more about the two phone companies that are ringing off the hook with good news?
Or maybe you'd like to find out which offshore driller has bulked up its share price.
If you want to learn the names behind all these stories and so much more, then stay tuned for this Wednesday's edition of Locatestock TV.
You won't want to miss what's coming up next. The hottest news team on the web with today's business headlines.
Hello, New York, and good morning to all my Bulls and Bears watching today. I'd like to send a special good morning to Mike Cornetti. I'm Christy Rossetti, and speaking of Mike Cornetti, it's hump day. For all of you out-of-touch folks, that means it's the middle of the week with just 2 more work days to go. So suck it up. Go trade, show me the money, and don't focus on the rain that's about to hit our area. That's right, guys. There's snow coming down one week, a nor'easter the next, record-breaking high temperatures, and now some more rain to look forward to. Expect a mix of sun and clouds in the morning, giving way to a few showers by this afternoon. The upside is that there won't be too much rainfall, at least not by the bucket loads we recently had. So try and keep a positive outlook while Mother Nature transitions into the month of May and does her thing. Our high today will be roughly around 63 to 67 degrees, depending on your location in the New York City area. A few showers are expected later on in the evening with partly cloudy skies throughout much of the day. Winds will be light and variable at about 5 to 10 miles per hour, light enough that you won't blow away. Have a great workday, everyone. I'll see you back here in just a few moments and give you today's business news headlines.
Good morning, everyone out there in Locate Land. Thanks for joining us. I'm Victoria Brinker.
And I'm Christy Rossetti. Stocks turned higher on Tuesday despite disappointing housing data.
Investors seemed to brush off all caution on Tuesday after the National Association of Realtors reported a drop in home sales.
Brush it off. Try more like blowing the roof off. It's all the robust first quarter results that have been driving the market higher over the past week. And it drove it again in yesterday's sessions, allowing the Dow to approach the 13,000 mark.
The Dow finished up 34.5 points after the index set a new intraday high of 12,989.86. Meanwhile, broader markets finished mixed. The Nasdaq rose a point, while the S&P 500 finished lower by half a point.
Among the upbeat earnings released on Tuesday came from U.S. military contractor Lockheed Martin and heavy-hitting Dow component AT&T.
Lockheed Martin, the nation's largest military contractor, locked in their numbers on Wall Street, reporting that quarterly profit rose 17% from the same period just a year ago. However, sales numbers came in weaker than expected, and that sent shares of Lockheed down to $2.25 on Tuesday.
Meanwhile, AT&T reported profit doubled during the first quarter and blew away Wall Street's projections. Despite lagging wireless subscriber growth, shares rose 0.25% on the New York Stock Exchange yesterday.
AT&T isn't the only phone company you'll hear ringing in the good news on today's show. But you'll have to stay tuned if you want to find out who's calling into the High Five segment coming up next.
The specialty chemical company DuPont posted a 16% rise in first quarter profit on higher sales of seeds and improved pharmaceuticals. Shares of DuPont gained 67 cents to settle at 49.86 on the New York Stock Exchange yesterday.
Don't disappear on us just yet. When we return after this short break, we'll tell you who's taking a bite out of Apple.
When it comes to accessing hard-to-borrow stocks, the little man has been completely shut out.
Get lost. Hit the bricks.
It's ridiculous! Why get shut out from borrowing hard stocks just because you're small? At Locatestock.com, we love the little man. Locatestock.com, the bull stops here.
Welcome back, everyone. It's looking like the SEC has finally caught up with the Apple. The regulator filed civil charges on Tuesday against 2 former Apple officers over their alleged roles in backdating stock options.
Well, we knew it was only a matter of time for Apple, Christie. According to the SEC, one of the 2 officers being charged immediately settled the case, but not before casting blame on Apple's CEO, Steve Jobs. Apple's former chief financial officer agreed to pay about $3.5 million in fines and penalties to settle the case.
Meanwhile, in other corporate news on Tuesday, Toyota set a record for the first time ever. Turns out that the Japanese automaker sold more vehicles globally in a quarter than General Motors.
The historic record is probably the clearest sign yet that the Japanese company is on track to overtake the U.S. as the world's top automaker. Toyota Motors' success is fueled by robust demand for its reliable, fuel-efficient models including the Camry, Corolla, Yaris, and gas-electric hybrid Prius.
Those are this Wednesday's business news headlines. Stay tuned for what's coming up next, the High Five stocks, along with your daily dose of coffee and tobacco.
Have a wonderful Wednesday, everyone.